I'm just really impulsive because
Come on, Garrett, what are you saying?
So, hello and welcome back to the Red Shutter Club. We're recording these very out of order. I don't know when I started that, so if that's the first time I've aggressively slapped the shutter, I'm sorry for alarming you. I am here today with the lovely as ever, Emilie Leslie.
hello.
Emily, tell us a bit about yourself.
So I'm actually from Glasgow. I moved to Liverpool in 2020 for my BA in music. I actually finished that on the 5th of May, which is terrifying.
Feel you.
And it's so scary, like, what am I going to do now? So, yeah, I've been doing music and releasing since last year now, and I write my own songs, and yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a singer.
What uni are you at?
Liverpool Media Academy.
Oh.
Yes, just round the corner.
Very nice, very nice. I was going to say you got here very quickly.
Yeah.
I was joking well, I joke with both of my LEs that everyone's runs on Liverpool time. So usually you expect a half an hour late. But Ellie is the only Scouser that I know that is always on time, like religiously, and I love it for it.
I'm always like an hour early usually. Like even for uni this morning, I was at the doors before the doors opened.
Me! I did that in undergrad all the time. Oh my god, it's how I
Yeah.
made some of my friends, because the people who showed up early, I'm like, alright, I trust you.
Yeah.
I don't do that now.
No.
I'm like in my master's. I've been at the school for 4 years. I'm like, I don't care anymore. So how long have you been doing music then?
Oh. I would say since I was in primary school, which I'm going to say I actually started singing because I started in choir, and I was maybe like 7.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know how I got into songwriting, but the songwriting side of stuff I started in primary school too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I wrote my primary school leavers assembly song, and like I've always just been very musical. I tried to play violin as well, but gave that up in about a week. So yeah, since about 7 maybe.
Oh my god. Well, that is insane from
Yeah.
such an early age. My god. And how long have you have you just been in the Liverpool music scene since you started then?
Well, I'd say I was like, obviously I
Or not
supported my
started, got here,
friends. Yeah, like so when I started in LMA for the first year, I didn't
Mhm.
really do anything, and it wasn't until March last year that I started releasing. And my first gig here was October 2022, so very recently. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you're already doing some incredible things
Thank you.
with your HMV tour
Yeah.
across the UK. Will you tell us a bit about that?
So I had seen the Glasgow HMV put up a post looking for live and local acts, and I thought, I live in Liverpool, but I'm going to message them anyway.
Yeah.
So I messaged them, they were like, we'd love to have you in. And then I thought, I'm going to walk into the HMV in Liverpool and see if they'll have me as well. Because I think one of my friends, well, a girl that works in Costa,
Yeah.
she had said that she'd done a few gigs with them, so I thought, I'm going to go into the store. And the first guy I walked up to was the guy that organises it, funnily enough. Like, I didn't know who he was at all. I walked in, I was like, hi, can I speak about the live and local gigs, like how'd I arrange that? And he was like, oh, that's me. And he just like got this pad out and like started writing. So that's how they two came about, and then I thought, if they're gonna have me, then maybe others would.
Yeah.
So then just reached out on Instagram.
Starting to feel wanted.
Yeah. Sorry.
But no, I saw that and it was a really cool thing, and I saw your like kind of marketing strategy on Instagram. So I was very excited to have you on because what we're looking into specifically is like building brand image and finding success through that in the music scene. And most musicians when you ask them about branding, say, ew.
Yeah, it's like, I think from when I started uni, it was always brought up to us, like, you need to have a brand. And, like, there was one lecturer who actually said to me, went, you're just another influencer on Instagram. And I was like, oh, here we go. Like, if you're trying to slack me off. And I was like, he's left now. But I think
Good
after that,
riddance.
it made me, like, think. And I was like, what can my brand be? So I tried to dye my hair blue. That lasted less than 24 hours because I cried. So then, just kind of, I was like, blue. My themes, no, just didn't work. So I'm still trying to, like, figure out, like, colour schemes and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying. A little bit harder.
Well, it is difficult to pin down, even if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna wear neutrals.
Yeah.
Suddenly you can find nothing that you want to wear for gigs. I've just had to do that. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I'll go with like browns and like either jeans or like black leggings. And then I'm like, oh shit, I can't find anything.
Yeah. It's like when you look at your wardrobe and you're like, I have so many clothes, but I don't know what to wear.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones. But like literally you can be on any website, going for any clothes, what do you call them, shops. And like you don't see anything you want.
Yeah.
But actually have a confession, that's my mum's jumper and she's not very happy that I have it, so
shout out.
yeah, I was supposed to take it home with me last month and I didn't. So
what's your mother's
my
name?
mum, Charisse.
Shout out to Charisse. You've got great taste in sweaters, or as they say here, jumpers.
I do apologise.
No, wear it proudly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Listen here, Charisse. No.
No.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to create beef with you and your mother.
I created it by stealing the jumpers, so she's not even worn it yet. I just saw it and thought.
Listen, you're just breaking it in for her.
Yeah.
Man. I'm in a very chaotic mood. I don't know what order these are going to come out in, but I just interviewed Barry Sutton, so I got to come down from that. Oh my god. So, don't laugh at me. You did this, Ellie. You know my pauses. You know I can cut them out.
I know.
Ever since I interviewed Jamie, who's Canadian, I say oat. I've gone very Canadian in my accent. I don't like it. Oat.
Are you American?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Oh.
Not that New York. I'm from upstate New York, where the mountains are, where it's surprisingly like low key discount Texas, just with mountains. You know what time of year it is, depending on the smell of the cow shit in the air. That's where I'm from. Rant aside, not rant, tangent aside. So part of what we have to do in looking at success is defining success within a local music industry.
I think success is kind of just getting yourself out there, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want this, and like, yeah, I have like these big aims of I want to win a Brit Award, but like I also am proud of the successes. I'm proud of the successes and like releasing music and just putting my name out there. So I think it's very different for everyone, but for me it is just trying.
Well, I think that a very good point that Canadian Jamie made, and that's the only way that I'm going to refer to him, Canadian Jamie, because that's how Ali introduced him last night at the Jacaranda, was there's, when you're looking at success, there's the music industry, and there's music, I'm going to hang out with my friends and have a good time. So there's like two types of success.
Yeah.
There's one for each of those categories. And if you're just doing music, hang out with your friends, then all is good.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, I think it's just whatever. Some people might have bigger goals, but then other people might not want those bigger goals. So it's just, I'm a bit all over the place when it comes to success, because I think in a way I am successful, and if I looked at myself a year ago, I'd be like so proud of myself where I am now. But then there's still goals there that I want to achieve.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Success is like ongoing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every day you can do something a bit more successful than the last.
Yeah.
Always a bigger venue, always something better, always more followers.
Yeah.
The hunger for success.
Yeah.
Plus, I think that a lot of people who I've interviewed so far who have careers full-time working in the music industry, those careers look very different. Like Ali Horn and Ian Prowse are both full-time musicians, but their careers look very different.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to find your own way. Just like any kind of cottage industry, small business. That's really what you are.
Yeah.
So I know that at least I myself and a lot of people that I know find it intimidating to just walk into a shop like you did and just, hey, gig me. So how do you get over that anxiety?
I'm just really impulsive because honestly I probably wouldn't have done it if it was a different day. I don't know, I just like, I didn't even think about it before. I was walking through, I can't remember the name of the square. Like what? Williamson?
Yeah.
I was walking through
It's
and
down
like
the street, I should know.
yeah, same. Like I saw it and I went, oh actually I'm gonna walk in. Like I can't do things if I plan them.
You were
like,
feeling extra
yeah.
spunky that day as well.
Yeah, some days like I'll message and reach out to people, other days I'm like, why did I do that? Like I just have to like go with the flow kind of thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Maybe that is good. A lot of people have been talking about like, oh, you need to write music like spontaneously and from the subconscious. Maybe you need to network subconsciously.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I feel it. I felt the breeze in this way. It's northwest. Like today's the day.
I was meant to like go to the Sound Music Awards before. This was, I can't remember when it was. It might be in November. And like I cancelled. I didn't go. I gave my friend a ticket, but then like if someone says to me on the day, oh, I'm going to this place, I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Like I don't know why my brain's like that. Like because if I think about it, I'm like, oh no, I actually want to stay in. Like it's one of those ones. I am so like just,
oh my god,
totally just random sometimes.
Well, hey, listen, to each his own. We've all got our own ways of working. I know that I will do a better performance if I get up and I have no idea what I'm gonna sing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ooh, I can just literally read the room and not care and sing whatever like I feel like is gonna work.
Yeah, I done that the other night in Metrocola. They had like an open jam thing and I didn't know what was going on.
Is that on Tuesday?
In. I think it's Thursday. It might be Tuesday. I think it's Thursdays. It starts with a T.
Was there a tall ginger man hosting it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Did Ali move it to Thursdays?
Maybe.
Metrocola.
Like, there's like so like there was loads of people took down instruments and just started playing together. Like
a
just
jam.
Yeah, it was like an open jam, like it's free, and like I didn't know this was on, so I walked in, and like there was just that I thought it was just like people that knew each other jamming. It was like really cool. It was jazz band, and all of a sudden they were like, "You sing, get up," and I was like, "Okay." So I sung Valerie, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I think that's one of my favourite things I've ever done. I will be going back.
The spontaneity in the music scene is fun. Sometimes it's terrifying. I know that with Barry, who is not going to be on for a hot second, but he was here this morning. He was one of the first people who I really just had a moment like that with. I went to his open mic at Round the Corner. I had this old song that my uncles had written when I was like an embryo, and I was like, this is a sick song, but I'm really bad on guitar. I don't have the talent to play it, at least in the way that it deserved to be played. So I was like, yo, Barry, give me something bluesy and it was this magical moment. Was it perfect? No, but was it a vibe? Like the room can feel it. And so now whenever I can at open mics and stuff, I just drag anyone up on stage who I know will just be down to jam, because it's just you even in the audience you can feel it. I love it when other people do that. Yeah, it's a completely different vibe than, oh, this is something we've practiced loads.
Yeah, I think open mics scare me. I've never been to an open mic before because I was like, I know, Sarah, but it's because like I don't play, so I was like, oh, if I go, I'm just gonna be like sitting there and nobody's gonna get up. Like I don't know. I just haven't.
I know a lot of people who've not gone to open mics because of that.
Yeah.
if you're at an open mic, you're in a room full of very good musicians, most likely, who, if you said very nicely, hey, would you play me the chords to Valerie? They will.
That was a song I sung the other night
Yeah.
in Metrocola. Would you actually?
Yeah, Ellie or I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hello, Sean. We'll do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in a group chat with me?
Yes.
Oh my god, I've
Is
just
this the
clicked.
secret group chat?
Like female singers who do like.
Just when you said that there, I was like, someone said that in a group chat not that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's true. Like, there's this open mic that John Witherspoon hosts at the Belvedere, and there was this girl who showed up, and she came a couple of times, but she plays the piano, and this is the Belvedere open mic is in a room smaller than this room, with about 20 people sometimes if it's really busy. So you can't really, not really fit a keyboard in there. Plus it's unplugged. But she was like, "Oh, I do sing, but I don't play guitar." And everyone in the room was like, "Well, what do you play?" And it turns out that some of the songs she wanted to do, I think it was Calvin Duke, he played in his set anyway. So he just, or John like tried to learn one on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, it is, I think it's easier if you play an instrument, but as long as you're nice and you'll be like, "Hey, I really want to sing, but I can't play anything. I heard your set, you're really good. Do you think you could maybe help me?"
Yeah.
As long as you're nice, people are usually nice back.
Yeah.
Open mics are a lot of fun. It's a good opportunity to like network and make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one I'm doing is Jimmy's on the 5th of April.
I saw that that's coming back.
Yeah, I'm the special guest on it.
I did see that
Yeah.
as well.
I've not rehearsed anything for it, but it'll just be on the spot.
Rehearsal,
Honestly.
rehearsal.
Yeah.
I need to get better about that. I never practice. I need to start practicing.
No, same. I practice on the day or the day before for every single gig I've done so far.
I'm so bad. I didn't play guitar for most of COVID, and I went to the Monday Club open mic, the originals only open mic,
Mm.
and I was like, I'll be fine. I wrote a song like 2 days before. I practiced it 3 times. I got
Yeah.
on stage. I literally forgot who I was. I was that nervous, and I messed up so bad. I was okay, but it was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't want to show my face. It was fine. A year later, I'm closing the show, so hey, you can get over it. But oh my god, I need to practice.
Same.
That was Caitlin Eve's advice. Know your shit.
No,
Know your shit. That was her advice to the youngins. Just know your shit.
She went to my uni. Yeah.
Mhm.
That does sound like a Caitlin thing.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh god, she's funny. So, do you have any advice to people starting out?
Don't, I would say, don't be scared to release, because there's so many people recently came up to me in uni or messaged me saying, "I want to release a song, but I'm scared of what people think." Stop thinking of what other people think and think of what makes you happy instead, because that's something that held me back for so long. I was like, "Oh, but my friends don't like that song, so I won't release it." And then if I'd done that, then I wouldn't have released Medicine or Two Worlds. So I think just go with what makes you happy. Hustle. Try and get into HMVs, local pubs or venues, message promoters, try and get your name out there as much as you can, because there'll be a moment where someone will want to help you and they'll get back to you, and after that it's kind of like a cannonball effect where one thing happens and then other people start helping. So just go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back.
Rip the band-aid off.
Yeah.
Just go
for it.
Nike. Just
Yeah.
do it. Not sponsored. I wish. We're definitely not using my company to pretend that we have a sponsor. US store opening soon. Shout out to Lydia, my business partner in Philly. But it really is ripping the band-aid off, and something that I was so nervous to do was release music,
Yeah.
because anybody can see that. And I know that any time in high school when someone released something, it was like, oh, let's all cringe together. But then I'm realizing now, a year later, after I released my self-recorded low-key shitty album, it's not that bad. I think I'm being a little hard on myself, but you know what I mean. I just have every opportunity to make it better, you know?
I think we are, like, as musicians or creatives in general, a lot harder on ourselves, because other people listen to that and they're like, this is unreal. But because it's our own work, we critique it. And I feel like especially if we're talking to someone else about it, because we might like certain things. I do this all the time, but the minute that I'm playing my track for someone in front of me, I'm like, oh, but I don't like this part, I don't like this part of the song. And I'll point it out to them, because I'm like, oh my god, they're going to notice it themselves when they probably wouldn't have.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I have a demo where I'm like, okay, well, the guy who recorded it, he added auto-tune, but that's only so I can figure out a harmony. Well, just because it was one take, and so ignore that. And then I'm going to add a guitar here, and I know I am. And I'm like, oh, he's going to make it quieter here, but and I'm like, if I didn't say anything, no one would have cared.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I think it's like a protection thing of, I've said it first so they can't see it sort of thing. Yeah.
I think it's important though to show people maybe the stuff that you think isn't so good, because then people can see your progress and your development. Don't be afraid to share anything.
Yeah.
If you think it's awful, just share it. You know, it's worth it.
Yeah. Because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, the more you get better. You know, like I said, the first time I played the Monday Club, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But it's fine, because I got better. Because I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and I was like, no, I got to go back. I got to do it. I live down the street from an open mic at the Cavern. I can't not go.
I only found out about that open mic the other night because someone messaged me saying to go. I never knew that was a thing.
I'm going tonight. You want to come?
Is it tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every Monday.
Why not? That's what I mean. This is what I mean. I'm like, yeah, go on.
No, it's alright. It's weird. It is like low-key a 35+ sausage club.
Oh.
Sausage fest. Apologies. It is true. And I try and bring like every woman that I can. I'm like, we need some estrogen in this bitch. It's great though. They're good guys. It's a weird night, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's been going like 11 years. What open mic has gone 11 years?
That's
Anyway.
mad.
But many tangents aside, do you have anything for people to look out for coming up?
I have a lot of shows coming up that aren't HMV. I have my biggest Glasgow show coming up in May that I've not announced yet, but it'll be announced when this is out, so get yourself down to Slay if you're from Glasgow. And new music. The new music is going to be very different to what's out, so look forward to that. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. My manager sent over a demo thing earlier. I was listening to it. I was like, oh wow, okay. Like, how am I going to perform this? Because usually I'm standing at the mic, like performing a ballad or like a little bop. And then this is like, I'm going to have to just go full out, try choreograph something, because it's just completely different to usual.
It'll be a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Right. Keep your eyes peeled. And I think with that, we'll head off to our couch concert.
Yes.
So much wrong in my head, lying in a hospital bed. I want all to disappear. Now I'm living in fear of the worst case happening.
thank you, Emily. That was fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, darling. Is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Stream my new song Medicine. Not Medicine, that's my first release.
Whichever one it is.
Stream 2 Worlds. And follow me on socials. It's just @Emilie Leslie.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you very much for joining us.
It's all in my head. It's all in my head. I wanna pain it go away. Pain it go away. The medicine ain't working.
Shout out again. my adoptive Scouse father.